This video is to demonstrate the half tap and on the ground and off of the horse. Here I have a horse by the name of Rio, and I'm going to demonstrate the half tap with him. Here I bring his head around by grabbing the rein. I'll bring his head around and just have him stand still. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for his head to start to drop and for the horse to become relaxed. Now this horse had a bolting issue, and he would just, for whatever reason, he just turn around and bolt, and he did a lot of spooking. So now I'm going to turn his head to the far side, and you can see the rein, and I'm going to bring his head. You can see how he moves around whenever I turn his head around. And this is Malia. This is Malia's mom's horse, Christine, and this horse's name is Rio. And got Rio with his head turned around here. And I'm going to hold him in this position till he tries to relax a little bit. And here we have Christine come to watch us. Now you can see the horse is moving. His head is moving up and down. He's not relaxed at all, and he's moving around with me. So whenever you do this half tap, you kind of have to go with the horse. Now I try not to do it too harshly at first. This is the second day of doing the half tap on this horse. The previous day was pretty rough. He really spun around with me. But today he was doing a lot better. He was on better behavior. Like I said, he bolts really bad, and Malia's a really good rider. But she kind of didn't know what to do with him. She was kind of stuck, so I came to help her. We're gonna stick with him for a little while here till he settles down and calms down. And once I feel him calm down, I'll give him a little bit more of the rein. The half tap also works really nice uh, as an aid to start the one rein stop. If you can teach one to do the half tap, then the one rein stop is easy. Their head would just come around whenever they have a problem. See, because nothing hurts this horse when you're doing this half tap. I mean, you can't there, you can't hit the horse. You can't do nothing. This is his safe zone. He has to know that he's safe in this position. Okay. Now, when you're doing this, sometimes a horse, uh, if they're too wound up, sometimes they'll just go to the ground. Don't kick it or hurt it or anything. Just let him go down to the ground if he goes to the ground. Okay? In fact, sometimes I like them to go to the ground because if they lay down, then they full tap themselves and you have a bigger change. What we're doing with this is we're trying to get him to calm down, trying to change uh, his brain chemicals, trying to get some endorphins in his brain to work to getting him in a calm position. You can see I'm just kind of sticking with him, and he's just playing around there a little bit, but his head hadn't dropped completely like I would have liked, but that's okay. I'm still giving him rubs. He's not being really vicious or anything with me. And see how nice and easy he turned his head right there when I asked him to. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for him to get hard. I don't want him to stiffen his neck up. Now, I'm going to let Malia do it, and Malia's pretty good. She, uh, she's really good rider, and so she just needed a little bit of help with this horse, and here she does. She turns him to the near side, to her side with him, and he turns real nice and easy, real nice and soft, and then now she's turning him to the far side. You can see he kind of took a step back, which is okay, but he planted himself, and she's just holding the half tap there a little bit. This is actually kind of like a flex, and what we're really looking for is for him to drop his head and get more and more relaxed. Um, but sometimes to start out with, I won't hold it for a very long period of time. till the horse starts to get more and more used to it. Um, it a lot depends on the horse. Okay, some of them you do have to hold, and some of them you can get away without holding it for such a long time. Uh, but we're looking for it. We're looking for him to be calm and relaxed. And right now he's not too wound up. The previous day, boy, he was a real handful. We didn't get to film that day, but this horse was really super dangerous. I mean, he would bolt on you in a heartbeat, just standing still. He couldn't even stand still. Today we got a big change in him. I mean, he's standing still, he's paying attention, you know, it's a lot of difference. So the half depth that we did on him yesterday made a lot of difference. And I'm explaining to Malia, she's going to go ahead and get on the horse and do it on the horse now, which I strongly suggest that you do from the ground before you go do it on the top of the horse. Because if you do it from the top of the horse, sometimes the horse will flip with you when you try it the first time, especially if their neck gets hard, because they'll try to evade it and they'll hit the panic button. So I always try to do it from the bottom and of the horse before I even attempt to do it from the top. And, what I'm going to give directions to Malia is that whenever she does walk off with this horse, not to walk straight out with him, because there's a chance that he'll still bolt if you walk straight out with him, and then sometimes that bolt will turn into a buck. He'll duck his head and he'll take a dive, and there you go. So if you turn him to the left, um, what will happen is if he wants to do something real crazy, like if he wanted to do something right there, Malia could have just done a one-range stop and stepped off of him if she had to, if it got too bad. But anyways, this horse is really, he changed a lot. She's walking out with him. He's doing really well. We were able to go on to a bunch of other things to teach this horse to relax and calm down and pay attention to Malia and not just run